Hi, welcome to this quick how to help video on writing the nth term of a linear or arithmetic sequence. So the first thing that I really want to say is, whilst there are two different ways to describe this sequence, it is the same thing. Sometimes when we hear two completely different words, we think that it must be two completely different topics. It's not at all. So linear and arithmetic is the same thing. What does it mean? It means a pattern, a sequence that goes up by the same value each time. So this is an example of an arithmetic sequence, okay? 6, 11, 16, and 21. And this would go on and on and on. I'm just stopping at the fourth term. It's arithmetic or linear because it goes up by the same amount every single time. So I'm just going to show you a technique for writing the nth term. The nth term is an expression. It's a piece of algebra that has the letter n in it, and it's actually a rule. It's the rule that helps you generate this sequence. So I have another video about how to take the rule and generate the sequence. This video is it kind of going back the other way. So how do we do it? Step one is actually what we've done here. We just look at what it's going up in, and we take that number, which in this case is 5, and we put the letter n right next to it. We just squash it together. That's because this part here that we've written, this plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, is the 5 times table. So I'm showing the 5 times by squashing it to the n. You don't need to worry too much about that. Just whatever it goes up in, squash it to the n. We'll see another example in a minute. There is one last little bit that we need to do. So there is another bit that goes here. The way that I find that is I take the first term, just go back in the opposite direction one place. If I go back in the opposite direction, I must take off 5, not add 5, because I want the number before the 6. The number before the 6 take 5, is 1, positive 1. And it's that number that actually goes here and completes my nth term. So plus 1. And that's it. Nothing more to it. I'm just going to do a couple more so you can see it working, see it with different gaps. And I'm going to do a decreasing one so that you can see it really isn't any different and nothing to fear. So let's just do another one. We're going to have 1, 5, 9, and 13. Now, without all that extra information, this is it. This is what you do. Just look at what it's going up in, check it is doing that every time, and squash the number next to the n. Go in the opposite direction, which means I need to take away 4, work it out. 1 take away 4, that's minus 3, and that answer there is popped on the end. That's the nth term. Let's do a decreasing one. Let's say we've got 10, 8, 6, 4, and on it goes. Not going to change a thing. What's happening? It's going down 2, take away 2. It's happening every time. I must take the negative 2 that I've written, so don't lose that negative, and squash that. And then it's the exact same thing. Go in the opposite direction. Going in the opposite direction means I would add 2, do the opposite. 10 plus 2 is 12. That is what's going to get written to finish it off. And 12 is a positive number, so I must make sure I show that plus. I don't want it floating around without the operation. So minus 2n plus 12 is the answer to that decreasing linear sequence. And that's it. A very quick, easy technique for writing the nth term. Hopefully you have found this useful. Please do go and check out the video that does it the other way around, the opposite. So actually generating when you have been given this, how do you take that and turn it into this. And then you'll know everything you need to know about your sequences and nth terms. Thank you for taking the time to use Target Maths to help you understand the nth term. And please do subscribe if you are finding it useful, because I pop videos up all the time.